Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Did a few things today. I went to Manhattan to Image Anime trying to look for Dust Mane Amnesia. They didn't have it. I was like, pfft. So I got it from Amazon. For some reason they're saying it's gonna take 3 weeks to deliver. Bullshit, but hey, fuck it. I also found out, yeah, Comic-Con tickets. They sell them at the store. They won't be starting to sell them, though, until, like, the beginning of August. So it's, like, a month and a half before the event starts. But anyway, moving on. That's what this video is about. This video is about Bleach. 542. This one was pretty damn good. This one was called The Blade is Me. Now, a few things to note about what is going on with this. That was my phone. It was Joe 10. He's wondering when the Bleach stream is going to start. Yes, after this video, I'm gonna upload it. After this video, I'm gonna upload it and then do the stream. So, pretty much, this one was pretty damn good. Like I said, I mean, and the reveal of Ichigo's Zanbakuto was in this episode. Now, everyone's been saying already, it's pretty much a duel. He has 2 swords, which I kind of didn't want to admit saying or bring up, because it kind of was there. Because it was just going to be like, oh, Zangetsu, the old Zangetsu, the fake Zangetsu, wasn't really going to leave. But it was just going to, stick around. But I don't think I knew either. But I'm going to go into details on this in the stream that I'm going to do. Not now. Not now. But yeah, let's get into this. Blade is Me. Beginning part, we got Ichigo thinking about, the 2 Zangetsus, the Hollow Ichigo, and the fake Zangetsu, and he's saying there weren't any lies, yeah, in his words, not yours. You saved me under the shadow of a Quincy. You used Quincy blood and stopped mine from spilling. You borrowed Quincy power and let the powerless me win. So forth. And we have Ichigo, and he's just thinking Zangetsu. And he's like saying he has no idea who you really were. He's like, sure you deny it, but in my eyes, you and him, I'm sure you're both Zangetsu. And he's like thinking, are you okay with this being left out like that, Zangetsu? And then we see Uetsu, Phoenix. And he's forging the sword, and Ichigo just goes in there and grabs it. And one of the girls that helps Uetsu, Phoenix, is like saying, stop, don't do that. The hands will, And we got Uetsu, Phoenix saying, it's old dandy, right, Ichi-chan? And pretty much, he's going in, Phoenix saying, it just hit me too. That would now be, noise outside, would be perfecto for Ichi-chan to put in a bit of his soul and put the icing on the cake. You dig? Drawing out Ichi-chan. It's your Zanbakuto. And what I loved about this chapter, like, Kubo has that area when he's bringing it out. When Ichigo's bringing out his Zanbakuto. Like, it's just pretty much that chasm is where he forges it. And there was water there. And when Ichigo drew it out, all the water was gone. Like, seriously. So, yeah, it was just gone and just evaporated. Yeah, okay, he's not through there? Thank you. It was my father. Anyway. And what's happened? It evaporated. And it was just like, it is weird because they got like a tunnel, there's this tube there, and all the water's gone. It was just like, oh my god, it was crazy. It just evaporated out of thin air. And it says all the water disappeared, and it's never happened before, which was just another crazy thing going on there. And he's saying your sword was so hot and with heat and Zetsu, it took the entire sea for it to be cool. What now know what I'm saying? Check it, Ichi-chan. How does it feel to be with those Zangetsus? And I will say this. Now, people want to say, oh, it's Kirito. No. No. Kirito is... Get the fuck out. We're not talking about Kirito here. Come on. We're not comparing... And someone's like, oh, we're going to do a Kirito reference? No. There are no Kirito references here. If I'm going to reference anything, it's going to be like Karaku. Shungsui. But the difference is this. Ichigo's dual wielding compared to Ukitake and Karaku is this. This is his Shikai form. This is Ichigo's Shikai form, which is pretty much a small blade and a long one. If you take a look at Karaku, when he releases his Zanbakuto and he goes into Shikai form, they're the same size. So that is the difference in this. And pretty much the small blade is more like a... It looks like a kitchen knife. I swear to God. It looked like a kitchen knife. More than actual blade. And the long one, and you'll see it in the thumbnail when I upload this, is pretty much a sword. And there's a hole in the middle. Like a gap. Like this cutout thing. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. And it's got a handlebar with a little gaping hole there too. And the one that looks like a kitchen knife is it's got a handle with a blade. Now, from what I understand, and he's looking at them as he's examining them, and he sees on the left of him is the old Zangetsu, and on the right of him is Hollow Ichigo. So I'm guessing the long blade, though I don't know this 100% certain on this, don't quote on me this, is the Hollow Ichigo Zangetsu. And the short blade is old, fake Zangetsu. Pretty much. And he's looking at them, and he's reminiscing of them, and he says, saying that you lend me your strength, you don't have to lend me your strength anymore, you don't have to tell you to get out of my way anymore, nor will I ask you to fight with me. From here on out, I will fight alone. Thank you, Zangetsu. And it says, 542, he says, for you are me, grasping his hands are a pair of bonds, the blade is me. Type Kubo. Yeah. Then we get interesting. Now, this wasn't just about Ichigo and Zangetsu. We got Bach. We finally get to see the outside of the main headquarters of the Vandenreich. Oh my god, that was huge. I love that scene. And it's exactly like Kubo said. It's going to be a frozen palace. True to form, that's what it was. It was a frozen palace area. So, from my guess, this is nowhere near. This is nowhere near Wakamundo. Nowhere. This is in a different dimension where they accumulate. That's where they're located. And it's a nice place. It's got frozen icicles going around the fortress. And we just got all the Sternritters there, man. It like crosses everyone, His Majesty, Bach. Salute, salute His Majesty Bach, And this is an empire you cannot gaze upon without shaking. And then, Bach saying, they're all here now, the Sternritter. We have news for you. We have news for you. And that's pretty much what happened in the chapter. So, overall, because of the ending, and because I liked how they did this, I actually like how Kubo did this. Showing both Zangetsus, that was kind of a clue, I think Kubo was sending us. Saying, oh, there are two Zangetsus. So, you know. But overall, I thought this was a great chapter. I loved the ending. It was Bach and the Exterminators. Oh shit! And the castle, the frozen castle. That was awesome. Now, all that being, I will say this: the dual wielding, I don't mind it. I don't mind it because, and I don't really consider Hisagi, and I'm going to go in details in this in the live stream after I upload this video. I don't consider Hisagi, Shuhei, I don't really consider that dual wielding. It is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? Because you look at Ukitake and Shunsui, they're dual wielding. Because they got two swords, and he'd come out and just release it, and, you know? And I would say that Ichigo's is more like Kuraku's. Because Kuraku's got two blades separate of one another. See, Ukitake and Sagi, Shuhei, they're connected. Ever notice that? They're both connected. Hisagi's got the chain, and Ukitake's got that rope that goes around from one end of the hilt to the other. And between them are these talismans. That allows him the whole thing when they were fighting Stark, and he was able to redirect Sarah at him. Yeah. But if anything, Ichigo's Shikai, it's similar to Kuraku, but not exactly. And like I said, I'm going to go details of this in the live stream. But like I said, I like how they did this. Dual wielding, we'll see what happens. We'll see what abilities come forth when he dual wields. How he fights now. He's going to have to go through I think he's going to have to go through the whole thing now. All shebang. All, Shikai and Bankai, that whole bit. We'll see. We'll see how it goes down. I got some high hopes on this. I really do. I'm wondering, I think they're both black. Because you can't really tell. Couldn't really tell with this chapter what was the color. I think one was black, and they both might be black, but I'm not 100% sure. We have to wait and see. His Bankai might be white. But like I said, we have to wait and see. But yeah, pretty good chapter. I liked how this was done. Like the whole thing with Zangetsu's and Ichigo, that whole thing. That was done great. I think that was done really well. Even though it was done really well, I'm still going to give this a 4.5. I mean, I should give it a 5, but I want to see more than that. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. This gets a 4.5 out of 5. Dual wielding. Hey, let's go. Let's go. The blade is me. And as far as Bach is concerned, holy shit. That castle looks beast. Just ice castle. Ice fortress. We're on some Superman shit. Yeah. A Fortress of Solitude. Except it's the fortress now of Sternritters. So yeah. And that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, this is a good chapter. Can't wait for next week. We'll see what happens. Next week I would like to see the conclusion of that thing with the Sternritters. And two things. Rather we see Ichigo training, or maybe Zaraki. Or something else. So we'll see. This is Bankai 922. I will see you guys later. Check in for the live stream. After I upload this, it's going to go down. So yeah. I'll see you guys later. It's dual wield, motherfuckers. Dual wielding for the win. See ya.